Of course, the Sportal Scoreboard, and today's live stream is brought to you by Classic Clashes with a massive Sportal screen on the side and commentating facilities above. We are capable of broadcasting a multitude of events. Get in touch with Classic Clashes to get your hands on a sponsor and collaboration place available, including naming rights and advertising options for 2025. As we watch this kick from Cavallaro, looks to have hooked it. No, it's gone straight through. The boys get up and about. That's the first one on the board. 2 minutes gone on that Sportal Scoreboard for Golden Grove. So that's Cavallaro off early.
Yeah, magnificent kick from Cavallaro. Of course, played 73 games for the Norwood Footy Club at this NFL level. And geez, it was a beautiful kick. Tough angle and slotted it as casual as you like. And a beautiful start there to the Golden Grove home team.
Been a very handy inclusion. He was a strong contributor in their grand final winning side last year in Division 2, Michael Cavallaro. They would have been rapt to get him from North Adelaide back to his home club. Back in the centre, Robinson wins the secondary tap down. I think that's kicked forward there by Flanagan. And it's just bobbling around in there, picked up cleanly by Cameron Shenton, as always. The kick there by Josh Dove is intercepted by Steve Jackson with a raking left boot inside 50. Goes in there, forward 50. And Cameron Shenton again saving the day, just knocking that one through for a behind.
So both sides getting a pretty good start with inside 50s in early doors. We've got no time, as we do. 3 minutes into this clash. So beautiful kick from fullback going out to the grandstand side. Looking in the direction of Robinson. No mark taken. Ball comes to ground. And in a gang tackle, we see Jed Banwell, the brother of Jack, taken in the tackle. Umpire throws it up. Good tap there by Robinson. We'll have a magnificent duel against Jesse White, you'd think, this afternoon. Good kick inside 50. Looking for a tall target. No mark taken. Shenton recovers well. And just pops it on the chest there to Lockie Borg. So Borg looks for the switch. Sorry for Horskins. Horskin goes out wide into a 1-on-2. Goes in the direction there of Tomney. Gets his hand pass out. Dangerous position. He seemed to recover on that far side. Great tackling by Broadview. The pressure meter's up early, and that is holding the ball every day of the week.
Yeah, beautiful secondary effort there by the Broadview man. I thought Tomney was just going to get clear, but that's Division 1 footy. It's very hard to break tackles in Division 1 footy, so that's a very good tackle. When he goes deep inside 50 in the Boris direction, but that's well spoiled out. I think that's Thatcher down there, the young key defender for Golden Grove. Never forget the hanger, the massive hanger that he took last year in the 2023 grand final.
He did too.
It was a huge grab. Hopefully more of that today from the young man, intercepting off half back. Boundary throw in here. Robinson wins the tap down. Broadview players grab that one. Secondary stoppage coming. Strong tackle from Jake Pittman. You always know what you're going to get from Jake Pittman. Tough inside midfielder. There's just a bit of paper flying around in front of us. A few clipboards onto that there, lads. It's come out to that man again, Pittman. He goes with a long ball down the line to outer wing. And that's a good intercepting mark there by Jack Fergus. Strong contested mark there. Watched Broadview in a trial match a few weeks ago before the season started. And he was one of their stronger players in that game. Strong off half back was Fergus. As Golden Grove have intercepted this one. That's good footwork and clean skills by Borg. He goes deep inside 50 in the Cavallaro direction. He's trying to make something out of nothing there, but that's a good tackle by the defender. And we'll have a ball up 10 metres out from Golden Grove goal.
Great work by Golden Grove. Consecutive inside 50s. Good work there, heading in the direction there of Templeton. Tries to pick it up and it trickles out of play. We'll have a throw in right in front of the Golden Grove sponsors, 20 metres from home. So Sportal Scoreboard, early doors, 1 goal straight to the home team with Broadview 1 behind. 6 minute mark, first term. So ball throw it in. Get the second man up in this league, which is a handy acquisition. And that's the way they go out of defence. Good contest, no frontal contact on Payne. Was paid. Jesse White at ground level doing the roving.
Oh, they're out.
And they're out here, the Broadview Tigers. Snap over the shoulder, got a man on just inside the paint. They're queuing up at the top of the 50, ignored all those options, goes long and wide for a behind. So burn a couple of players there going inside 50 and Didn't have the vision.
No, if he took off straight away, he probably would have had a yard or two on his opponent, but just paused and was under pressure as soon as he took off to play on. So, as Dodd comes out from fullback, he has a raking left foot, very good user of the football, he's Connor Dodd, but on this occasion, he's missed all targets, and it's going to come back in for a last touch out of bounds to Broadview. They just do a little short one there, back inside, trying to change some angles, shift this defence of Golden Grove. Goes long, goes to a contest in the white direction. Who else has marked that one? Is that... Looks like Jackson from here, but I could be wrong. He's marked it on 50.
Turned his back on the goal there.
He looks confident. He'll take his best effort. Was it the man who just played on moments ago?
I think it might be. Very hard to see from the Filming Footy Sports broadcast box.
He comes in, he just crosses 50, 45 out. Nice distance on the kick, but again, just to the near side. Through for another minor. So, Broadview, 3 behinds early in this contest. We have 7.5 minutes gone on the Sportal scoreboard.
So they get the switch out of their defence. Broadview giving that first kick up. Goes there in direction of Glenn. Plays on immediately. Beautiful looking hand pass there to Slater. Slater gets his kick just in the matter of time. One-on-one contest. And Joel Horskin's too strong. Slight little push in the back. Not seen by the umpire. Good body work. And in a very, very similar position to Cavallaro for the first opening goal of this game. And Horskins will go back now and have a shot. So some excellent ball movement. And when Golden Grove go that string of hand passes and kicks down that line, it's pretty quick work in traffic early doors. So Horskins, Kane Horskins it is. Sorry, Joel Horskins. Line up. That 45 from home, right on the boundary. Beautiful looking kick. Boys have been practicing during the week. Straight through the high diddle. And it's Golden Grove 2 straight 12 to the visitors. 3 behinds. And we're 9 minutes down on this first term. And it's a fantastic start here to Golden Grove.
Yeah, you called it well, Matty. Joel Horskins, he's made a living in that situation, one-on-one. Just knew where to keep the defender, knew where the dangerous space was with the drop of the ball, and was able to take that strong mark. And as he's done so many times throughout his long career, he kicks straight through the big sticks.
Really looking forward to seeing what Lewis Johnson can provide at centre half forward this afternoon. Normally plays as a tall utility through the midfield, so they put him at centre half forward, looking for some potency out of the big man. Anyway, back to the action. It's Broadview. Some beautiful work on that centre clearance. Ball comes to ground. Could have been a high free kick. Comes in the hands there of Callum Flanagan, and he's slotted through. Broadview's first. So a quick snapper out of that contest. Some brilliant work in the middle. And that's what they'll be looking for, those centre clearances there, Jack.
Certainly. That was lightning. That was lightning. Probably only 20 seconds, and they've responded strongly. So that'll please the coaching staff down in the dugout, and it'll give the midfield confidence that they can go toe-to-toe with this very strong and experienced Golden Grove midfield, who for a number of years has dominated different divisions of the Adelaide Footy League. But they've just struggled to hit their straps in the early stages of 2024. So this will be an enticing contest. Jack raking left boot. Be interesting to see if his eyes light up anywhere from 50 going down the hill there on that far end. He'll certainly fancy himself going the journey. We just have a lull in proceedings. Slater in the ruck against Jesse White. Ethan Smith taps one out. It's kicked forward there. Dobie can't quite get there in the hole. Good body work there by Osborne, but just infringed on Hamish Routh. He's given the quick hands to Callum Flanagan, the goal scorer for Broadview, in the Boris direction. Flying shot on goal, well tackled, cleared by Payne. And Lewis Johnston can't quite reel that one in, but that was a strong contest. As Borg and Pittman and Kane Horskins track this one down for Grove. Borg wins it, handballs to Lewis Johnston. And they work this through with hands to Kane Horskins, the second gamer. Kick smothered. That's well tackled there by Mitch Slater for Golden Grove. Big gang tackle there. The pressure's up. As you called earlier, Matty, pressure's right up from Golden Grove so far in this contest.
Great gang tackle there from the pit dog Pittman. And ball thrown up. Good work by Slater. Comes out of that contest, he's back in there again. Gets a quick kick out of the contest. And Pittman is paid the mark. Didn't think it was 15, but paid nonetheless. Very strong contested mark by the little pit dog. He goes in board. Pulls off the kick there to Payne. Payne switches. Beautiful kick out wide to Shenton. Got some move. He's got Robinson on the lead. The big man gets the chisels out. Can't quite take it. Ball comes to ground again. Not much pressure on. Ball goes for home. And it'll trickle out. And with the last possession out of bounds, it'll be a free kick. And that'll be in the hands of Benny Manning.
Ben Manning just weighs up his options there, deep inside his own 50. Just decides to get it the hell out of there. Good body work there by his teammate, but it's fallen to ground. And a strong tackle there by Ethan Smith.
Could have been a free kick there to Robinson, but not seen by the umpire. Little nudge.
Yep, just seen one paid
A little tunnelling.
a couple of minutes ago. Slater and White again going at it in the ruck, and Slater's just being pushed aside there by the... Slater's a big man himself, but Jesse White absolutely towers over him, and he's just pushed him out of the way. His kick was smothered straight in the middle of the mark, and it's fallen to Pittman. He goes as high as it does long in the Robinson direction. Everyone's missed it. It's hit the floor and bounced 90 degrees the other way. Joel Horskins picks up, but strong tackle. Good defensive pressure there by the Broadview players. That's Jackson, so he's doing the dirty work. Deep in defence for Broadview. 30 out from Golden Grove goal. Jackson tracks this one. Quick kick out of trouble. It's in the Shenton direction, just doing what he does best, mopping up off half back. They work it through ends. Kane Horskins into the pocket. Should be mopped up. And is good intercepting mark there by Fergus again. So that's a couple early. He started well in defence for Broadview. Oh, that's an audacious kick in the middle of the ground. That's not where you want to be kicking it. And Mitch Payne laps that sort of stuff up. Just sat it up too high, and he'll mark them all day long. And he's pointing, he's going for goal. It's not often he gets on the score sheet here, Mitch Payne. He'll like his chances just on 50. Oh, he's gone the pass in the Slater direction. Oh, that's a great kick. Good mark. There was pressure coming, but he just held firm, did Slater. And marked strongly in the same position that both of the first two goals have been kicked. So that's a hot pocket down in the far side in front of the Golden Grove sponsors.
Aggressive big man Slater. Like the look of him.
Very athletic. Gets around the ground really well. And he has good skills for a big man. Hopefully I don't put the moz on him. Just to the near side. So I have put the moz on him, but it was a tough kick. We'll go, it was a tough kick. It wasn't that easy. Oh no. Infringement, 25 out from goal. And that's ill discipline there by the Broadview man, and he's given away a free. He's just dropped Joel Horskins. And I think it's going to be a shot on goal.
Looks the way, about 25 straight in front, and didn't actually see the what was going, because I was watching Ralph about to kick that out from full back, but Fergus kick it out from full back, and then bang, just dropped him.
Kobe Russell that was. Didn't think I'd see him in the defensive 50 this afternoon. He's one of their more prominent goal kickers. He's Kobe Russell. So Joel Horskins, the mark is about 30 out. He'll kick from 35-40. And I'm putting this one in the book, Matty. I marked it with pen. I don't need my white out. That's a goal. Joel Horskins kicks his second for the quarter. And Golden Grove take a 10-point lead. 15 minutes gone in this first quarter on the Sportal scoreboard.
Yeah, impressive start here by Joel Horskins. We were talking pre-match. Sorry a bit to our viewers with a lack of pre-match routine outside, but we did have some technical difficulties, and we're saying off here, wondering where the goals were going to come from Golden Grove this afternoon. We know we got Lewis Johnson at centre forward, but Joel Horskins, what a magnificent start. So we're back to the middle. Slater, he's had a terrific start in this clash. We'll go up against a very experienced Jesse White. White gets the tap down into the hands of Cavallaro, enters inside 50 with a tumble punt. Glenn, using all of the experience, wriggles out of that tackle, back to Cavallaro, switches towards Robinson, can't take the mark, the big man got his mitts on it, high tackle. The umpire says, my ball, boys. So these centre clearances have been fantastic movement from both sides.
Just trying to draw the high one there was Banwell.
Goes over the top as the third man up. Snapper. Templeton misses to the near side. So scoreboard reads 3-2, 20 to 139. 11-point buffer, 17 minutes down, first term.
So it's been a pretty hot start. It's been mainly in Golden Grove's 50. Broadview have had a few chances. Fergus just gets this one well out of the area. Big 65-metre drop punt. It's fallen to Lewis Johnston in amongst some hands. And Dodd snaps and finds Josh Glenn all on his own. He goes quickly. Tomney, he's in the head of the goal square. Oh, strong mark. Very strong mark.
Jeez, he's lucky he didn't trip over that second football on the ground there.
It's going to be on a tight angle.
Tight angle for the Filming Footy Sportal scoreboard.
Very tight.
Broadcast box as well.
It's got me out of my chair physically and figuratively. And he kicks a little banana, and that's straight through, and he loves it off the boot. For his second game, he's certainly showing his worth at the top flight of Division 1 footy, is Declan Tomney. He kicked 2 last week, and that's his first of the afternoon. He's had a few touches, been involved. So bright start for Golden Grove. That puts them 17 points to the good.
He's a smart footballer. High half forward, floats up and down the ground, and he's had a terrific start as well. So almost time on this first term. Very handy. 17-point margin here in favour of the home team. And Luke Barnby very happy with his charges at the moment. White gets the tap, goes to Cavallaro again. Some good switch out of defence in the hands of Ingram. Goes deep inside forward 50. Glenn couldn't quite take the mark. That second person up just deflected his marking opportunity. Lewis Johnson throws his body around and bang! The big Ingram. He's got a bit of mongrel in him, the big man, and I like it. And that ball will be parked right on the 50-metre paint on that far side near the Sportal scoreboard. It's Golden Grove entering inside forward 50 again. So plenty of flourishes. Some good work there. I think that might have been Tyron Hill in the clutches. We got the man at the back there. An easy, uncontested mark. We've got one on near our broadcast box. Comes out to that previous goal kicker and Declan Tomney. Looking to play on immediately. Had Templeton at the top of the paint. Ignored him. Mitch Payne started well. He's just taken that previous mark to set up this play. Goes deeper, looking for Robinson. No mark taken. Ball comes to ground. Great rove. Lovely goal. And a beautiful snapper there to Templeton. And bada bing, bada boom. They've got 5 on the board on the Sportal scoreboard. It reads 5-2, 32 to 139. 20-minute mark, first term.
He plays as a big man in this side, Jacob Templeton, but he did the small man stuff that time, roving beautifully off the front of the pack and snapping truly. That was a great goal, great finish. Just ticking into red time here in this first quarter. 23 points is the margin to the home side. Broadview definitely need 1 or 2 before the break just to stem this momentum of Golden Grove. Gone off to the races, have the home side. Jesse White wins the tap down. That's Tyron Hill with some fancy footwork in the middle of the ground. Kick forward by Lewis Saint in the Russell direction. Good spoil there by Thatcher. And he'll just track that one out of bounds. Over in that far pocket. About 45 out from goal to Broadview's end.
Ball rolled down the hill. What do you reckon there's a feet difference? About 3 or 4 foot. We're up the uphill end of the ground. You reckon it's about 3 or 4 foot?
Yeah, certainly. It always feels like you can kick it just that 4 or 5 metres further going down to that far end. Expect a couple of long goals down there today. Glenn, Shenton, Pittman, the 3 stars of this team, work it through hands. And they work it to a future star in Tomney on that outer side. He chips over to Banwell. Oh, strong mark in between 2. The little man. Just taking his time. Goes in the Borg direction. Good contest there. It's come to ground. It's fallen to Glenn. He shrugs one. Handballs back to Borg. Tries to shrug. Gets a handball out to Ingram. Looked like a throw, but we'll pay it. It's So it got over the top to Pittman. Touch play on. The umpire's called. Pittman. It's gone out of bounds. And that'll be last touch out of bounds. In the Ralph direction. Broadview stopped. I heard a whistle too. I wasn't sure what was going on. But it's back inside 50 with Fergus, and he's going to clear for Broadview. A big 60-metre ball out. And he's found a free man. They've got one on. They use it by hands. It's Tyron Hill. Goes in the Jesse White direction. Just at his ankles. Good pressure there by Payne to get over. Broadview players tracking this one. Payne again at the back of the contest. Just slaps that one out. It's fallen to Jesse White. Big left foot snap to the teeth of goal. Russell with a massive... Oh my goodness. I thought he plucked that with his left hand, but it just fell out. And I can't quite see who picked up the scraps and snapped from the goal square. But Broadview have their second. 2 goals, 3-15. They trail by 17 points. 5-2-32, Golden Grove the home side. And that was a much needed goal for Broadview there, Matt.
Almost had a Bianco marker week contender by Russell in the square. And I think the umpire called on play on advantage, but whether it's a play on advantage, it needs to be paid a mark. Didn't bring it back. We'll get that goal scorer to you shortly. I'm not too sure who it was, but yeah, gobsmacked by Russell in the square. Umpire's found a free kick. And it looks like it'll go in favour of Broadview, so Jesse White plays on. Just leant back on that kick, but still finds his target. Good work there by Mulherron. Mulherron goes looking in the Gibson-Turner direction. Doesn't quite make that target. Drops short. Another little snap from the square. Hits the post. So some good work there, Broadview. And they got themselves back into the game. Still a very handy 16-point margin to the home team as we enter the 24-minute mark of this first term. So beautiful left thumping kick. Goes in the direction of Slater. Can't take the mark. Both ruckmen look for the punching option. Glenn on his non-preferred. Just chisels one down the line as a grubber. And ball trickles out. And don't mess with big Slater. Don't mind throwing his weight around the big dog. So time on, danger time. Grabbed out of the ruck on this occasion. And smart work there by Jesse White. Ball punched. An airy. No connection there from Payne. Some good hand passing out. Goes in the direction there of Callum Flanagan. Kicked their opening goal. Couldn't take the mark. There was Ralph. And the ball held up. We'll have a ball up about 25 from home. Relatively straight in front for Broadview, who'll be looking for back-to-back goals for the first time in this encounter. So nice tap there by White. Goes to Gibson. Drifts it out further. Wasted opportunity and kicked on the full. And some relief there for the Kookaburras.
Just held it in this end the last few minutes, Broadview, so they can take some momentum in the quarter time, especially if they're to get another one. That was a decent look for goal there. Just must have had a bit more perceived pressure.
Yeah, lacked a bit of composure, and that's right, perceived pressure.
Just kicked the belly of it. But
is this what happens at this over where the ball can trickle down the hill? Is there a bit of a gully down there?
It might have gone over the net, actually.
Right. There is the net there in the distance. Yeah.
Or it can just, there's a little fence there that it can sneak through as well if you're accurate. As Osborne just kicks that one straight back to Broadview from the clearing kick. About 65 from Broadview's goal. Let's see what they can conjure up here. Looks like it's with Jackson. He's got a raking left boot. Jesus. That's a nice chiseler inside 50. Turner just can't quite hold on. As Golden Grove cleared, Dodd tracks that one. Back with the flight. Couldn't hold. And he's been paid holding the ball there. Has the Broadview player. Strong tackle there by Borg. He goes to Cavallaro. Plucks that with one hand on outer wing. Keeping that one in play. Tomney again. Wow. He's had his moments in this first quarter. He's been excellent. He chips the one over the top in the Horskin direction. Good spoil there, but the umpire's called a free. Did see an arm around, but did think he did enough there, the Broadview defender, to not give away the free. It was a good spoil. But unfortunately, he's been pinged. Looks like it's Logan McKinnon Collins. Horskins runs around for the snap. Oh, he's kicked it to the near side. That would have been his third of the quarter. And that would have put some nice breathing space going into quarter time for Grove, but it's just still 3 goals the margin. 26 minutes gone.
So Broadview, can they sneak one late in this this first term? Go straight down the guts in the direction of Gibson. Called out there in the end by Kane Flanagan. Goes to Cullen Flanagan. So true centre half forward. Haven't had the cleanest going forward. It's probably been to the detriment of their side so far, Broadview. Cavallaro cleans up. Goes in the direction of Borg.
Oh, no.
Borg gets it on his boot. Goes down the line here to Banwell. Sneaky little play there from Banwell. Ball comes to ground. Plenty of numbers here in the defence for as they clear through Cullen Flanagan. It goes out to Jesse White.
They got numbers everywhere.
They have got numbers. Could have one on short. Decided to go against that option. Looking for a deeper target. So still too far from home, you'd have to think. Options are plenty. Just sizing up the options, but not really happy with it. See, the man on the mark is 52 from home. Can't really see it. I'd put Jackson in from there, but
this is
can't quite see who is on that far side near that tower.
With the skipper, Johnny Boris.
So Johnny Boris kicked 53 metre, 10,000 kick over the Torrens there. But not going to get the distance on this occasion. So Johnny Boris, wonder what you'd do with 10 grand. Torp over the Torrens during the week. He was the winner with a 53 metre thumper.
Was that during the week, was it?
During the week?
Oh,
yeah, it was Thursday night.
Oh, wow.
There you go. Just prior to the showdown.
Did you see that one of the kids in the showdown at 3/4 time kicked it into the basketball hoop and he won tickets to LA and to...
Yeah, he's won an NBA or an NHL free pass. So
that was
magnificent.
I was at the game on Thursday and that was the biggest roar of the night almost when that one went through, and it was a Crows home game too. Anyway, back to Harpers Field action. Ingram just chips over to Slater and he says, just calm it down, lads. 28 minutes gone. Let's just take some seconds off the clock. He goes to Cavallaro. He's been excellent in this first quarter, providing plenty of run forward. He goes in the Hawkins' direction. Banwell tracks it. Strong tackle. No disposal there. Probably would have wanted the free kick there. The little angry man. But that's quarter time. The siren beats everyone. And it's 5 goals, 3, 33. Golden Grove winning by 16 points. 2 goals, 5, 17 at quarter time here at Harpers Field.
So 16-point margin at quarter time to the home side. We'll bring back all the second quarter action after these key messages.
Testing, 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 testing.
You can hear it, yeah? Was it, did you hear anything the first half? Oh, the first quarter though? Yeah. Okay.
Welcome back to the second half action here, and it's the home side Golden Grove, 7th versus 9th with Broadview. On the Sportal scoreboard it's 6-5, 41 to 5-9, 39. Only a two-point margin at half time, and we're bringing back the second half action, brought to you by Classic Cashes. And very big thank you to all of our key sponsors, the Division 1 Adelaide Footy League, the Sportal scoreboard, also brought to you by Hahn, Filming Footy Stats, powered by Dartfish, Farmers Leak Winery down at Padford Way, sponsoring the Coach of the Week award. And this award goes out to all divisions, and they receive 3 bottles of Random Shop 2020 wines. Beautiful red wines they are. We're off to Farmers Leap, to Roll the Dice Racing Media Player of the Year award with a 5% share in a racehorse. Goal of the Week brought to you by Born to Build, and that prize is proudly donated by Wakefield Sports Clinic. And the Bianco Mark of the Week wins a $100 voucher, and the player of the match this afternoon will receive a beautiful pair of Archies, and very soon we'll have some of their slides as well. Jack Banwell, where'd you see all the action in this first half?
Yeah, Broadview outscored the home side 3-1 in that second quarter. Probably just built around off the back of their high pressure game. The pressure's been really good from both sides, but they also cleaned up their efficiency and their skills in and around 50. As they go inside 50 at the start of this third quarter, and they hit the post. And just going back to that second quarter, yeah, they had really good skills and they made the most of their chances when they had them inside 50. So that's why the margin has been brought back to just 2 points at the start of this third quarter, and it's now 1 point in the margin. They've just kicked their 10th behind of the afternoon.
So brilliant clearance to get us underway in that third turn there by Hill and White. And Johnny Boris almost off to the ultimate start inside the first minute of this premiership quarter. So Rucks go at it, comes to ground, Smith goes out wider to Jackson, give it a ride, he does! Goes wider to Russell, can't take the mark. Trickles off hands for a boundary throw-in. Dangerous start to this third term here by Broadview.
Very dangerous. I did think Jackson was going to go for a pin himself there. He certainly has the journey. Him, Smith, White, Hill, some of their star players in and around the footy were certainly key contributors to getting that margin back to less than a goal at half time. And gee, I thought that went straight through the middle from the ruck tap, just sock it out of there, but it's gone through for another minor. So Broadview just peppering early. Only a minute gone in this third quarter. Dodd with the kick out.
So Dodd kicks in direction of Johnston, not going to make the contest, and uncontested in the end. So great mark there by Kane Flanagan. A bit too far out from home. Hits the hot spot, looking for Boris. He's held on. Umpire doesn't see it, kicks off the ground again. Scores level, and that'll be a last possession out of bounds to Cam Shetton. So some stats brought to you by Filming Footy and powered by Darfish. Golden Grove have led all 3 clashes and the 4th one, including today. So all first quarters won by Golden Grove, but haven't won a final quarter this year thus far. So kicks in the direction, and a fingertipper taken by Lewis Johnson. Sells a bit of eye candy there to his former teammate Jesse White from the Sydney Swans. Goes on the 45, beautiful kick to Dodd. Dodd looks for the switch, he's got a player out wide. So starting to gain some momentum. Goes to Payne. Fantastic first half, goes to Glenn. He needs to lift in this second half, one would feel. Got a player out wide, Robinson not given enough respect. Drifted down. Got another player on Tomney who's very dangerous in front of the sticks. Ignores that target. I'm not sure whether Robinson's got the distance, Jack Banwell.
He's still wide open there, Tomney, but he's... Oh, Johnston
Lewis
trying
Johnson
the 25-metre trick again.
Tries the sneaky sovereign run through the mark trick. So Robinson will have to give it everything from here. Gives it the kitchen sink. Robinson salutes! And a much-needed goal to the home side. Breaks the shackles open. And Golden Grove 7-5, 47. 1 goal lead, 5-11, 41. And a brilliant start, third minute, third term.
Never in doubt, the big man. Never in doubt. That was straight through the eye diddle diddle as soon as it left the boot. Well set up there in the back half by the likes of Connor Dodd, Lewis Payne, Cam Shenton. Some of their prime ball users off half back. Robinson the goal kicker and Jesse White in the centre clearance. Jackson looked to have that one, but Pittman come across. Kick forward by Flanagan. Well done there by Thatcher, just playing in front. They work it through hands with Dodd, Tomney, Kane Horskins clean below his knees. Kicks forward. Tomney again just keeps on running forward, does this young man. And he shrugs one, does he? No, not quite. And just taken out of bounds. Yeah, I thought he was away and he just grabbed his jumper. 55 from home. Early stages, third quarter. Bouncing around just off the ruck tap. Horskins, Jesse White. Runs away from 3, 4, 5. Gets the kick away. Shenton with good body use. Can't quite hold the mark. Payne, well done. Thatcher, Shenton. Can they get it out by hands? They can again. Cooper O'Leary coming through. Well tackled there by Lewis Payne once again.
Payne obviously switching names throughout the game, which is great to see. Very versatile, the big man. Good tap work there by both players. Got the switch on. Some crafty work there by Tomney. Slippery sucker. Goes out wider.
Ooh.
Dangerous kick. Dangerous kick again on the 45. This time turned over to Jackson. Hand passes out to himself. No free kick given to Jackson for holding on too long. Pittman there at the bottom of that pack. Well picked up by Gibson. Gives to Hill. Tyron Hill goes inside 50. Found a target. Great kick. Lands on the chest of Smith.
Journey's
just to see if we've got the Journeys. Turney's back on play, which is a key forward myself. I don't like seeing it, but some players do get away with it. So Smith, Boris on. Disappointed though. Sorry, that was Ralph. Not used. So Smith, man on the mark, looks like he's right on the 50-metre arc line. Plays on. Doesn't get the advantage of stand the mark. Gives it everything. Oh, hits the post about 2.5 metres up. Thumps into that post and minor score. So some minor score discrepancies actually holding back Broadview as they go to 5-12 on the Sportal scoreboard.
Goes out wide to Glenn from the kick in. Golden Grove just trying to weather a mini storm here early in this third quarter from Broadview. They've had majority of the play. Apart from that Robinson goal, it's been down Broadview's end. They just work it backwards and sideways through Payne and Thatcher. He has Tomney on for the switch if he wants. Not on it. Goes to Pittman in a 2-on-1. It's over his head to Tyron Hill. That's a good intercept mark. See what they can generate from this kick. He goes to Russell. And he takes that, hugs that on the chest. And it doesn't look like he's passing this off.
Loves a goal.
He's pretty far out. Looks like he's just on 50. He's the man on the mark. Russell off 2 steps, puts it to the top of the teeth of goal and fisted over. Well there by Osborne.
I have to say there's 13 points on the Sportal scoreboard to Broadview, and I think almost 6 of them been Golden Fist punched through by the solid Golden Grove defence. So Dodd plays on to Shenton. Seen this film many times before. Shenton with a thumping kick down the line to Slater. Great mark by the big man. Sporting the moustache. Had his lip in the Milo tin overnight. Good work there to Shepherd. Great work at ground level. Opportunist type goal begging here for Golden Grove. He's dived on it and not paid any credit there for the would-be tackler. So ball thrown up right in front of our Sportal scoreboard. Slater breathed some life into that contest there to Tomney, and he's gone done for holding the ball, although he ducked the chutney.
Good defensive pressure there by Broadview. They set up for the switch, and it looks like it's on. But they've shut it down well. They go with a brave one, straight up the guts. to Callum Flanagan, and he goes wide to Ralph. Well picked up there off his toes to Kane Flanagan, who kicks a big torpedo down the line, but that's going to nobody, and it'll be out of bounds for a last touch. Inbound for Nick Preston.
Game 250.
Yes, yep, 250. Oh no, it's to Dodd. Nick Preston just picking up the scraps out there, but congratulations to Presty on game 250 today. Been a regular and consistent server for the Golden Grove Footy Club. Let's hope they can get a win for him today. Plenty of footy still to be played though in this third and fourth quarters coming up. Smith goes inside 50 for Broadview to Russell, who's at ground level. There was one, it was a snap kick on goal, and it bounces through. Who are they getting around? Looks like they're getting around Josh Byrne. He might have been the mystery goal scorer in the first half there, Matty. We're not too sure. But that was definitely him on this occasion. And that was great. Forward craft there, front of the pack. Snap kick and bounce through.
I think we'll credit Josh Byrne with that first quarter goal that was missing from our scoreboard team sheet. And filming footy with all the wonderful stats powered by Dartfish in today's clash. Brought to you by Classic Clashes. Bit of a tongue-tied one from me. So some rewarded for effort there, and this scoreboard is going to get even harder to see throughout this clash because there's plenty of sunshine on this beautiful 21-degree day in Adelaide, out in the northern suburbs of Golden Grove. The Rucks go at it again. Good tap by White, trying to play the roving role as well. And he has been the most dominant big man on the ground thus far, although Robinson kicked a very, very good goal earlier in this quarter. Good tap by both players. Ball comes to ground.
Oh, took on
Kick
tackles.
there by Templeton. So a plethora of players around that contest.
That was there.
And Pittman comes up with the free. So the pit ball goes inside 50. Deep, long ball. No mark taken by the player. Johnson recovers well. Puts it on the slipper. Beautiful goal to Lewis Johnson. Doesn't he like it? He's had a pretty quiet game. A beautiful finger-tipping mark earlier in the quarter set up a goal to Robinson. Then he slided one through there, and he's pretty happy with it. And he's quite happy to tell the Broadview defenders who kicked that last goal, a much-needed goal on the Sportal scoreboard. 8-5-53 to Broadview 6-13. 47 by the look of it. So 6-point margin, 11 minutes down, 13.
Looks like he's getting a tag there, Lewis Johnson. He's played a few positions thus far today, and number 4 there, Lewis Saint's been following him around like an annoying little fly all afternoon. And Lewis has the last laugh so far, getting on the score sheet. Goes forward for Broadview from the clearance, but it's mopped up here by some Grove players. Finishes with Shenton. His kick's intercepted by Fergus. He's been really good actually, as Jack Fergus. Goes, I think that's Tyron Hill, goes to Kobe Russell, and he's marked it deep in the pocket. You always know when they've marked deep in the pocket down that far end, you have players screaming for it. So he'll be hemmed in against the boundary, but he's ignored them. And Golden Grove, Broadview, they had the lead for only minutes there before it was taken back. This to get the lead back again, and it's gone across the face for a minor.
It's been bit by bull ant here in the broadcast box. Hopefully not a spider. So Dodd will take the kick in again for, I believe, the 14th occasion this afternoon. Racking up the Supercoach stats, the big man. I don't know if you're allowed to hand pass out from pull back. You're allowed to nowadays though. Goes over the head of Ingram. Hand pass back into play. It's a fruitful one. Goes in the direction of Smith. And I tell you what, brilliant tackle by Slater. It's opened up play. It's good work by Tomney to Pittman. They've got the Cavallaro on the middle. Just needs to pick it up.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. On the left peg. Jeez, it's a worm-burning dart. Just across the face of goals for a minor score. 8-6-54. Play 6-14. 6-14-59. And a 4-point margin. 13 minutes down. Premiership quarter.
Broadview defenders left scrambling there. How does Cavallaro have all that space in the centre of the ground? They'll be asking questions.
Probably had more time there, Cavallaro, as well.
Fergus goes long from full back. Good body work there by McKinnon Collins. Horskins picks up to Cavallaro, rides the tackle. And the umpire will have that for a ball up. Right against the boundary line there. About 60 out from Golden Grove goal. Pittman collects the ruck tap. Handballs backwards. Quick kick forward to Fergus. They've got Jesse White out on this outer side for the switch if he wants. He has absolutely no one with him. But he doesn't want it. He wants him down forward where he should be. Oh, he goes across the ground. Banwell, the smallest man out there, takes the intercepting mark. Nicely worked to Horskins, the Joel variety. 70 from home, over Lewis Johnston's head. Ben Manning tracks this one back. They work it through hands. Great tackle there by Cavallaro. They're screaming for ball. White, 2-on-1. Gang tackle there. Oh, and he's been pinged for in the back. It was probably there, looking at it, looking at the finishing position. Looked like he was riding a horse. Osborne with a really nice intercepting mark in front of Smith. Just slow to get to his feet.
Osborne been very good in defence today.
Has been.
And Jackson just could have done a little bit more with that pill, had a bit more time on his hands than he first thought. Out at that far side. And a 2-on-2. Hill streams away from the contest, finds a target inside 50. Looks like Boris, so the captain will line up for a captain's goal and a much needed goal. After kicking the torp over the Times with a 53 metre thumper during the week, 10 grand and the skyrocket. Can he get a captain's goal? And he'll need that distance on this kick.
This to put them in front here, Matty.
So beautiful approach. Very delicately poised. Has it got a little drift back? Just moves across to the far side for a minor score on the 15th point. So starting to mount up here for the Broadview Tigers.
1 goal for this quarter. They've had all the ascendancy in this third quarter. Just aren't quite putting it on the scoreboard. Quite often what can happen is they have all the ascendancy and then the oppo goes down and just kicks one. Breaks all your momentum.
Yeah, 1 goal 6 so far this quarter, Broadview, and it's been pretty costly when the game's on the just on the very tightly contested. So good work on the ruck there by Slater. Ball comes to ground level. Good work there by Jackson on that left peg. Whoa! I'll tell you what, Kobe Russell was up and he's given away the free kick, but it should have been a mark there to the captain. Boris is disgusted in Kobe Russell at the back because that would have given them the lead, but Kobe Russell, he's going to take a Bianco mark of the week at some stage this season, so keep an eye on him. Goes wider, looking out there for Templeton. Great mark in the end. And the man in front was White. Starting to have a real impact on this game. Beautiful kick. It's gone short. Not sure if this is in the hands of Jackson, but if it is, tough kick for a left footer. No, it isn't. It looks like Mulherron, who's already got a goal to his name. Very hard to see the white numbers on the back of those Broadview Guernseys. So Mulherron, delivered approach, enters the tarmac. Can they get a goal after a huge sequence of points? Looks beautiful off the boot. He salutes. So Mulherron breaks this deadlock of points for the Broadview side and they hit the lead. So 7-15, 57, a 3-point margin to the home side. Golden Grove 8-6-54. We're 18-minute mark, third term.
Yep, beautiful long goal there by Mulherron, his second of the afternoon. Just bobbed up in the right places. The little small forward for Broadview. And they take the lead as well, Broadview. So second time this quarter they've wrestled the lead. It's definitely an arm wrestle in this third quarter. As Cavallaro wins it from centre clearance, down to Templeton. Anyone's ball if they want it. Off hands, Flanagan. McKinnon, Collins, and it's cleared by Fergus. He has Jesse White all on his own, as you called moments ago there. Oh, he must have played on.
He did.
Oh, he's been pinged for 25. So the skipper has got it here for Golden Grove. Is he within striking distance? He's not. He goes long inside 50 to Johnston. 2-on-1. Let's see what he can do. Brings it to ground. Tries to draw the high one. Great tackle pressure there by Ben Manning. And we have a ball up 25 metres out from goal. Not sure what Jesse White did there to play on, but...
No, he was held up by the freight train there in Cameron Shenton, and he did try to actually play on. Bit of false sense of security for the big man.
Johnston wins the ruck, tap down, and it's trickled out of bounds. They want out on the full or deliver it, do they, Razor? Can't quite see how long's gone. It'd be approaching red time, you would think. It's been a fast quarter. Flanagan grabs it out of the ruck tap and he's been pushed.
There's actually a thump in the back of the head by Lewis Johnson in the ruck contest, but the umpires just called the push in the back. Might have got a bit of sunlight on the eye. So Flanagan will go along down the line here. Slater in the box seat. Jackson from Mulholland from the back. Goes in direction of Glenn. Uncontested mark in the end. And a terrific mark there by Henry Baker. Just chisels one across the defensive 50. Got a player out here in Fergus. Goes to him. Solidly built Fergus. Great mark in the end. Under pressure was Tyler McKenzie. Just taking their time. Goes to wide over his head. So Slater plays on. Need the mark here. Goes to Johnson. Gets his kick. Goes to the top of the square. Needed a good crumbing goal. Oh! Claiming a kick there was free kick was Tomney. And nothing doing. And we'll have a throw in. About 15-20 metres from home here for the Grove. So next goal is crucial for both teams. So Johnson up in the ruck. Good tap at the back there. Hotly contested ball. And it'd have to be about 15 players from the 36 around this contest. Johnson up again in the ruck. Good tap there.
Here we go.
Here's a snapper.
Oh.
Unfortunately, Tomney's drifted this one out on the fall. Hungry from the Broadview faithful, but I'll tell you what, he wouldn't be saying that if he snapped that through. So game really on the line here. 21-minute mark, third term.
With his form, I backed him to put that one through. He was well in there. Manning just slows it down. It goes to Jackson. It's fumbled. Farewell. Clean hands to Pittman. Scuffs the kick. Joel Horskins. See what he can do. Goes back to Pittman, who always provides support. Tomney sits under a high one. It's with Manning as well. Big fist. Big golden fist. Shepherd with clean hands in the contest. He claims he kicked it out, but it potentially hit the ground first for a little drop kick, and that is, in the rule book, holding the footy. So it's with McKenzie. He goes to Hill. Broadview's defence has been very, very good ever since that first quarter where they conceded 5. They only conceded 1 in the second quarter, so they've adjusted accordingly. Oh, Russell! Just had a mini sit, and he took a strong mark. Right on outer wing. Just a lull in proceedings as he goes long down the line. Thatcher, Smith, fly. Banwell sharks that one down. Big looping handball to Templeton. It's with Shenton. He dances around a couple. And that's good use by Thatcher, I think it was. No, Kane Horskins. And Banwell with a beautiful kick inside. Opens up the fat side of the ground to Pittman. Does the Horskins get there? No, he doesn't. Good spoil there by the defender. Good job there by Baker. Big fist out of bounds.
He'd be leading the golden fist if we had one in the Adelaide Footy League, Henry Baker. Particularly that last one. Geez, that was huge, inside 50. Ball thrown in. Slater could have taken that mark out of the ruck. Good work there by Templeton. Shrugs the tackle. Goes inside 50. Looking for a goal. Not much there. Pittman's there, the bait beam tackler of the week. Quickly gets it on the kickers, Tyler McKenzie. Ball in open space in the middle of the ground here at Golden Grove Footy Club. Good work there by Hill. Gives to Gibson, his Aboriginal brother. So they're out here. Gibson, bit of slice and dice. Goes inside 50 looking for Russell. And won't get any reward for effort. There's the last position out of bounds. Ensures the ball will be in the hands of the Golden Grove defence. No, it does go through for a point. And Cameron Shenton will do the kick-in duties.
2 goals 8 in this quarter. Behind starting to mount up. Oh no, 2-7, sorry. I've done an extra digit there. Broadview, 4 points to the good. Away from home here at Harpers Field. On the Filming Footy live stream. Brought to you by Dartfish. Scoreboard brought to you by Sportal and Hahn. Fergus with another intercepting mark. He's starting to rack them up this afternoon. That'll be number 4 or 5. Just slows it right down. Members side. He honours a short lead by Jesse White and finds him. Kicks it into the man on the mark. Flanagan tracks that one down. Strong tackle there. I think it was on Pittman. No, it wasn't on Pittman. Very strong tackle there by Kane Flanagan. Bobbling around in there from the ball up. It's come to Tyron Hill. Big snap on goal. And that's gone out of bounds on the fall. Another half opportunity, but he had the yard of space, and a man of Tyron Hill's skill certainly looked like he would at least trouble the scorers there, if not put it straight through the big sticks, but not to be. As we just wait for this ball to be tracked down by the kids down the bottom of the hill there. 4 points to the good are the visitors. 25 minutes gone here at Harpers Field.
So Shenton does the kicking out from this out of bounds free kick. Got a bit of switch on there, but not looking to switch too much there. No. Decides to go against it. So it goes long down the line in the direction of Robinson. Big man kicking in a goal earlier in the quarter for the home team. And the ball trickles out right in the Cooker Borough's direction on that far side of this beautiful ground here. Dry deck, Harpers Field, South Australia crying out for some rain. Fourth driest April on record. Strong tackle there by Todd Shepherd, and we'll have a ball up just in the same direction as our boundaries throw in.
Keep the rain away, I say. Much better without rain.
The farmers need the rain. So coming to that contest is Hill, racking up disposals. Gibson runs under the ball, and beautiful mark. And the only one that was in that contest was Stephen Osborne. Switches play immediately. Got a player on, and Tomney. Geez, he's been everywhere this afternoon. Covered almost every centimetre of this field. Been very impressive. So just holding up play. Time on, third term. Love a late goal, both sides. Goes to Lachlan Borg. Ball goes out in the direction there of Dobie. Dobie plays on immediate, goes in the direction of Templeton. Almost tunnelled underneath the ball. Strong tackle by Templeton. Goes towards Shepherd. Throws his weight in as well. Comes out to that man, Tomney. He's been everywhere. Takes on the tackler of Smith. And there we have it, three-quarter time. We have an absolute pearler coming up in the final term. 2-point margin on the Sportal scoreboard at three-quarter time is Golden Grove, 8-6-54. Broadview, 7-16-52. 2-point margin, as was the case at halftime. 16 points at the first break. We'll bring back all the action in this nail-biter after these key messages. Check that. Just checking out.
Yeah, go again.
You got us, Dino?
Yep.
All clear, right to play? Bingo. Punch. Welcome back. Final turn here at Harper's. Final quarter here at Harper's Field. And what an absolute rip snorter we've got on our hands. 8-6, 54, 7-16, 52. 2-point margin. And to bring us this final term, leading us in, Jack Banwell. Let's get us off.
What a tight third quarter it was. 2 goals to either side. 7 behinds for Broadview. Gives them a 4-point margin going into this last quarter. And the fourth quarter has continued in the same fashion as the rest of the game. Strong, tight footy in the clinches. We'll have a repeat ball up. Johnston's moved in the middle of the ground. Can he get something going for the Kookaburras? Horskins gets it forward by hand. Goes to Shepherd, who kicks a big spiral forward. It's off hands. Who's tracking it? It's Ingram. Under pressure straight away by Fergus. And that's a good tackle there by Banwell on the biggest bloke on the ground. And the little bloke has got him high.
So the flyweight there, Banwell. Great work there by Fergus. Switches play.
Dangerous.
Dangerous ball
Oh, no.
in the direction there of... Can't quite see that play.
Saint, I think
It is Saint. So Lewis Saint been following around Lewis Johnson all day this afternoon. Haven't really gained much traction. Golden Grove look to lock it in their forward half. Has to go down the line. It's his only real option. Looking for a bit of a high flyer. Ball comes to ground. Great effort in the contest there by Kane Flanagan. He's held up in traffic. And we'll have a ball up.
He been one of their better players, especially in that third quarter. Kane
Certainly
Flanagan.
has. So Pittman gets in the direction of Dodd. Fickle old bounce. Goes to Smith. Hill. Clever kick out of that clearance. Great, almost one-handed attempt there. 2-on-1. Don't mess with the pit dog. Jeez, he's got a fair old size 10 boot in the side of his ear there, Pittman. And the harder this contest will get, he'll come to the fray.
Here we go, another built ball up here. It's been kicked forward by White. Dodd and Smith back with the flight. It's Smith. 55 from home. Nice strong contested mark there from Smith. He goes in the Russell direction. Johnston with a great intercept mark coming across the side of that pack. Doing what Lewis does best. Just mopping up wherever needed. He goes wide with the switch to his best mate in Cam Shenton. The skipper of the Kookaburras. Goes to Tomney. Jeez, he's been good this afternoon. The second gamer. A goal to his name and plenty of the pill. He goes to Banwell. On the double grabber, he holds. Always looks to move it fast. He does just that, goes in the Slater direction. Spoiled over the back. Who's there? It's Ben Manning. And he just taps that one through for a minor score. So first blood, albeit a behind to Golden Grove. Margin trimmed to 3 points.
So Fergus kicks in. Found a player in the pocket there in Toby Kay. Kay, short one to Hill. Jeez, he's put him under the pump. Courageous mark there by Tyron Hill. Looking for an option. She's pretty stagnant as he looks up. Had Burn on. Decides to switch the play. Could be danger. Goes backwards. Goes back to Fergus. Fergus goes wider. So not much on there. Really struggling to get the ball past the their forward half. So it goes long down the line. Searching ball in the area of Gibson and Johnston. So not Johnson. And the ball's marked there and just fortuitously lands on the chest of Shepherd. So both teams not really settling in this final term. Ball comes to ground. Gets it out there to Shenton. He's thrown out of that contest. So stakes a ribbon. Good work there to White. Can't take the mark. Actually, it wasn't White. It was Hamish Ralph, and it'll be a throw in. 65 from home for Broadview.
This one looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 4 minutes played. Final term. Borg picks up and throws it on the boot forward. He finds Templeton's chest. He's got blokes in board if he chooses. And he does. He's got Shepherd and he goes by hand to Dodd. Just short of him. He has the poise. Little underground handball to Ingram. He's got Dobie running behind and he honours that. Little chipping ball back to Shepherd. But that's a great mark back with the flight. And Shepherd just tries to hold his run but got him high and he's drawn the 25. There has the Broadview man. He looks at Hill, chooses not to go there. He goes in the Ralph and Russell direction. And Russell marks unopposed. He's got Byrne in the pocket. Thatcher just drops the intercepting mark. And Osborne, as he's done all day, for a big man, he's really good at ground level. Plenty of pressure provided all afternoon. And the same there, pushes him out of bounds. 45 from Broadview's goal. Boundary throw in. Robinson all on his own, wins the tap. Dobie chipping ball out to Tomney. Not 15, play on, he's got to get rid of it. And he does. They work it through hands. Dodd, Ingram, taps it to Tomney. He shrugs one. Goes to Ingram. And just over Dodd's head. They just need one handball and a kick from there. Just maybe buggering around with it by hand. It's with Byrne. Good smother by Dodd. It falls to Templeton. No, it doesn't. It falls to Sage. Big tackle by Borg. They want holding the ball and they've got it. Great tackle there by Borg on his defensive 50. And Cavallaro helps him to his feet and he'll take the kick.
Gee, some desperate stakes here and some great work there. That Dodd smother really set up that team pressure. Goes in the middle. So Ingram with the size 38 shorts. Big man, him and Shepherd. Geez, there's some monsters in that midfield. So goes out wide. No mark taken there on that far side. That'll be last possession out of bounds. It will be. So Russell moved out from that forward 50. He's a long way from home. Plays on, has a bounce after 2 steps. Has a player out there wide. So just building some momentum. And this first goal of this final term is going to be absolutely huge. So it goes inside 450, but there's no one home. And an easy mark there to Osborne. Got Templeton if he wants to switch on. No risk taken. Goes long down the line. I'm not sure that's his best option. And goes too far wide. And it's out of bounds on the fall.
And they're out on the fall. So Broadview just trying to lock it in their half now. Golden Grove had it in their half for the first 3 to 4 minutes. Only one behind in this last quarter. That's the way of the home side. 3 points the margin. Ball bobbling around. Flanagan works it through hands to Jackson. Big long ball as he's done all afternoon. Boris in from the back. It falls to ground. Thatcher, as he does so often, cleans this one up. But that handball was ill-directed. Gibson turning with one hand. Can't quite grab it. Johnston doing the hard yards on the ground. Picks up. Well tackled there by the skipper, Johnny Boris. 50 metres out. Broadview's end of the ground. 3 points to the margin. This game is hot.
Good tap there by White. Comes to ground. Great work out of the contest there by Payne. No relation to the Melbourne Cup winning jockey. Picks it up there. Great work there by Slater. Kicks it over the top looking for Tomney. Great body work. Magnificent body work. And slots it. And Tomney, geez, hasn't he risen up into the best players. What a superb goal using all of his experience. And that was cool as a cucumber. Body work was supreme. Put your hats down, and that is the first blood of this final turn on the Sportal scoreboard. Golden Grove 9-7-61. A very handy 3-point lead. 7-16-52. So 9-point lead and 9 minutes down. So they took a fair while to get our first goal of this final turn, Jack.
We did. You talk about Ingram and Shepherd's big quads. Tomney, he's only an 18-year-old, but give him a few years. His quads will be as big as theirs, and he'll be wearing size 38s himself too. Very big for a young kid. Back in the middle, Slater and White. Flanagan tracks this one down. Well tackled by Cavallaro. Excellent. And his shoulder, his arm just grazed the shoulder. Later stages of that tackle. He wins a free. Should be mopped up by Osborne, and it is. Oh, we look to play on. Goes to Dodd by hand. Wrong side for a left footer, but the kick looks nice. Ingram infringes on Jackson. Just maybe tunneled him slightly, perhaps. Jackson 70-75 from home, so he needs a leading target. And he goes in the Boris direction. Two experienced campaigners there going at it. Byrne tracks it down with Thatcher. Thatcher keeps it in, does he? Yes, he does. Could be dangerous. Boris wins it by hand. He goes to O'Leary, paddles it along. Good gang tackling there by the Kookaburras. Templeton and Borg doing their defensive duties to try and hold on to this 3-point lead. Slater and White again. Holding the ball. It is. Well tackled there by Cavallaro. Wins the free for his side.
So 9 points the margin. Crucial first goal in favour of the home team. Cavallaro holds up. Not sure if he's instructed to by the umpire. I think he was. There's Jesse White grimacing in pain.
Little tweak.
Only been back into the side for the first time this season. So good work there by Payne. Got Tomney on, demanding the pill. Umpire's called into play on. Dangerous, so Payne goes around the mark with relative ease. Good mark there by Templeton, not Payne. Some good work there by O'Leary. Goes back to Payne and back to exactly where we were beforehand. And poor Boris walking around like a frustrated leader at the moment. So Dodd, best man bun in Adelaide Footy League, switches the play, the big man. Great work, goes out wide. Superb kick to Cavallaro. Tumble punt inside 50. Who can get this ball? Is Glenn has been very quiet this afternoon. And it ends up out of play. And a free kick. Not sure what that was for.
Yeah. Skill error there, just trickling out of bounds for a last touch free kick. As the kick down the line is off hands and we'll have a throw in. Cavallaro had a good opportunity there to find a chest. Unfortunately, couldn't do for his side.
So Jesse White just hobbling off the ground. So that's huge in the context of this game.
You'd think his afternoon is done. He doesn't look too confident. He was just wobbling that kneecap around a little bit. That's a huge loss for the rest of this game. He's been big, especially in the second and third quarters. He really imposed himself on this contest in the ruck. As his replacement Turner just drifting forward ever so slowly. No one's picked him up yet. And they're screaming at Connor Dodd to man up on him. So if he is to get on the end of this one, there will be repercussions. And he might. Jackson intercepts the mark. He intercepts the kick, should I say, from that stoppage. He goes long. Osborne should mop this up. Just on the wrong side of his teammate. And Osborne mops up, well, as he's done a few times this afternoon. He goes long down the line to a contest. Templeton, good body work. Takes a nice mark on the chest in the end. He looks to move it quickly. He's got Horskins, Cavallaro, Tomney down there. Glenn's going to grab this one off hands. Tomney can't quite. Cavallaro, Glenn. Glenn gets a hand out. Tomney, Pittman on his right side for a left footer. Snapping ball! And it's through! 9 points the margin. Pittman gets his first of the afternoon. 13 minutes gone. That is a huge goal in the context of this game. They'll need 2 goals to regain the lead, Broadview, so that is huge.
Actually 3. We're out to 15 points here, Jack. So in this context, it is huge on the Sportal scoreboard. And the little pit dog, the pit bull. Beautiful little left foot snapper. And this is huge. So with Jesse White off the field, it is going to be very, very tough from here for Broadview. They've shown pretty courage and perseverance throughout this game. It's up high there was Ralph. Good work though by Slater. Just stay down in the contest. Goes towards Cavallaro. Can't take the mark. Ball goes at ground level. Some great work there by Templeton. Flicks it towards the goal square and rush through for a minor score. So the Sportal scoreboard. 10-8, 68, 7-16. All those points coming back to haunt Broadview. 52. 16 points on the Sportal scoreboard. 14 minutes down. Final turn.
Goes long from the kick out. Does Manning. Horskins handballs to Barnwell. He shrugs one, shrugs two, tries to, gets a handball out. And is he pinged? No, he's not. He wins a free kick. Does microphone head. He goes to Johnston by hand, who goes to Pittman. So the big players in this side trying to impose themselves on this game, but that kick's not his best by Pittman, intercepted by O'Leary. He goes fast to Josh Byrne. Little ball over the top to Smith. If he gets this, he can put the Jets on. He chooses not to. Oh, he sells candy. That looks good, and he celebrates. That's his third, Mulherron. And they peg it back again. They're not going away just yet. Broadview. That takes them 8-16, 64, trailing by 4 points here at Harpers Field. 15 minutes gone. Final term.
Geez, what a superb contest. And the Broadview Tigers are not going to go down. Fighting back at tooth and nail as Ingram gets injected into the midfield. So just looking at Ralph in the middle, looks pretty fresh. Hasn't seen a lot of pill this afternoon. So Big Robinson looking to get on top now that Jesse White's off the field. Good work there by Ralph in the end, gets it towards Smith.
That's a good handball.
Great work there to Jackson. Gets on that trusty left, goes inside 50 in the direction of Russell, can't take the mark. Can he keep it in? Tell you what, that's almost last possession out of bounds in favour of Broadview, but not called. Central umpire says throw it in, please. Boundary umpire just struggling to keep up there, so not in a position to make a decision. So the ball will be thrown in about 15 from home. Can Broadview sneak the next goal? She's held out in the ruck contest there. Johnny Boris has played that to a tee and earned himself a free kick. Smart footballer, and they need a captain's goal here. Unbelievable in the context of this game.
2 goals last week. Johnny Boris, this for his second of the afternoon.
So Boris,
To regain the
the
lead.
weight
Wow.
of the game on his shoulders to regain the lead. Boris, deliberate approach, enters the tarmac, celebrates in style, and they hit the lead. So goal. This is about the 4th time they've hit the lead this afternoon, Broadview, and they're not going to die down. So 9-16, 70, 2-point lead, 10-8, 68. 17 minutes down, final term. Anyone's game, Jack Banwell.
Certainly is anyone's game. 17 minutes gone on the Sportal and Hahn Ultra Low Carb scoreboard. Take you back to 2023 for Broadview. 3 wins, 3 losses in games decided by under 15 points or less. So they're going to be in another tight one this afternoon. Can they be on the receiving end of a win away from home? We'll wait and see. Stick around on the live stream wherever you are watching. Ingram goes forward and it's intercepted by McKinnon Collins in the red boots. He goes wide. They want to take the sting out of this momentarily, Broadview. He goes in the Ralph direction against Robinson. Uses his body well, can't take it, and Smith out of nowhere. He has 2 bounces outside of his right boot to the skipper. And he marks. Deep in the pocket, 35 metres out from goal. In front of the scoreboard. In the sunshine. This for a 10, 12 point lead. I can't see the scoreboard actually.
Highly pixelated scoreboard.
See what he can do for his 2nd in a row and his 3rd of the afternoon. The skipper. Can he put the team on his back? He can! He loves it! The double cobra from the skipper. The Broadview Tigers are red hot in this last quarter.
Well, this game has been flipped We thought Jesse White going off the field might have changed the fortunes of the Broadview faithful, but it definitely hasn't. Johnny Boris stepped up to the plate and said, bang, bang, we're not done yet. And the pixelated Sportal scoreboard will wait for an update once the cloud comes in. It looks like an 8-point margin. Still anyone's game. Plenty of time left. 20 minutes of this final term. Done and dusted. Robinson gets the tap down to Cavallaro. Thumps it on his left boot. Gets it inside 50. Uncontested mark in the end. And a beautiful mark at that. So good work there to Fergus. Been the rock of Gibraltar in the Broadview defence this afternoon. Comes out to the members' side. Robinson in the box seat. 3 hands, that's come off. And still claiming the mark was Broadview, but not given. So, centre wing, members' side. Robinson gets the tap. Finds Templeton. No mark taken, could have been taken high, and he's given the free kick. Is Pittman. Never gives up, never die attitude, Pittman. Need a mark in the forward. Something that they've sort of struggled with this afternoon. Golden Grove comes out of that defence with a string of hand passes. Overcooked the kick, plays on immediately, goes back with maybe some interest, and finds Joshua Glenn, who has been relatively quiet by his standards, Jack.
Yep, set up there from Aidan Thatcher. Awesome intercept mark, just read the play beautifully. With a nice ball to his teammate deep in the pocket.
So Glenn looking straight into the sun. Kicks with a snapper. Narrow side, only a minor score. 7 points the margin.
Gee, Golden Grove had all the ascendancy early in this last quarter after Pittman's goal. You had the feeling they were just going to run away with it, but Broadview, with that never say die attitude, they've responded with another couple.
Ooh, free kick given.
Oh, and a good mark. Although that could be 24. No, oh no, it did hit the chest. My bad. It was obstructed. Ralph with it. 60 from his own goal. Just holds it up momentarily. Oh, that's a beautiful pass to Flanagan. Kane, of the Kane variety. Couple of brothers, perhaps. Couple of Flanagans in the Broadview lineup. As we tick in a red time, nearly 22 minutes gone in this last quarter. 7 points the margin. Broadview, they are winning this contest. Ralph again with a nice switch of play. Just trying to take as many seconds off the clock, you would think, are the Tigers. Golden Grove bench screaming at everyone to find a man. And Ralph with his third disposal in concession, he's really racking up the Supercoach points. It's with O'Leary out of centre wing. And he goes back to Jackson. Certainly taking the sting out of this game. Well, they're trying to at least, Broadview, and they're doing it to a good effect so far. These seconds are valuable with a 7 point margin. Golden Grove need a turnover and they need a goal. And they need it quick. See what they can do here. Payne with a beautiful spin out of traffic. Kick misses the target though. Jackson mops this up. He sits on it but gets it out to Flanagan. Boris all on his own. Falls to the back. Russell. Thatcher. Thatcher with a big hip and shoulder and clean hands to Cavallaro. And it finds a chest. Didn't see Borg out there, but he's taken the mark. They probably need fast play. He goes down the line to a contest. Glenn, can he make something out of nothing? Not quite. It trickles out of bounds. Off hands.
So desperation, stakes are on the line now for the home side. Time may get the better of them. They need a spark from somewhere. Who's going to create it? Ball gets thrown in, taken out of the ruck, smothered in the process. She's a hot footy in that middle of the deck there on that far side. Pittman again. Wrestled to the ground. Umpire says my ball.
The pit dog again.
The pit bull, pit dog. We're entering about the 24th minute mark from the pixelated Sportal scoreboard. She's coming through that contest fiercely. No free kick given. Umpire obscured from play. And we'll have a secondary ball up. Need a third man up. Robinson gets there. And they've parked the bus, the Broadview boys. Comes out to Boris. 2 goals, 2 important goals earlier. Shenton pushed under that ball, but all of experience. They need some switch. They need something different. So hands of the captain. What can he do? Kicks to no one in the end, and it will dribble out of play. The way it's going, it'll be a last possession ball. Very crucial. I think Gibson's got the free kick. No, it's Russell. So Russell's going to have a peg right in front of our filming footy broadcast box. So Russell, deliberate approach, hits the hot spot. Should get punched through, and does. So they're going to have to go now, Golden Grove.
They need to go, and they need to go now. Both runners and benches calling out. 1 minute to go. It's bobbling around. McKinnon Collins, he's kicked it straight to Payne. Or Thatcher. Who wants it? Payne collects. He's got to get rid of it. Oh, he does with hands. Thatcher. Neat little ball to Ingram. He just held on enough. He needs to go deep. And he needs to go now. That's what he does, but he shanked it. And that's going to be out of play. Off hands. Oh, Glenn's kept it in. No, he has, but he's kicked it out on the full, it looks like. And the Broadview bench are holding up a 30-second sign. So you would think this game is just about dead and buried unless something really strange was to happen in the dying seconds. Take us home, Matty Gale.
So we've got 8 points to margin, under 30 seconds remaining. You think that Broadview will just kick it to this far side and hope they can punch it out of play. There's a stack of kookaburras on that far side. There's a nest of them. But nothing doing for the home team. Well held up was Boris and just rolls himself over the boundary line. Robinson needs a big thump coming over the top. And using a wealth of experience there was Ralph. And we'll have a throw in. And this is the one that's gone from Golden Grove's grips here, and you'd have to say Broadview's deserved it in the end. Big punch from Payne with a double fister. Free kicks paid. There's the siren. She is done and dusted in this nail biter. And unfortunately there could only be one winner, and that deserved winner is the Broadview Tigers. And this has been an emotionally sapping game, as you can see by all players. They've gone to the death for both of their teams, and both coaches will be pretty happy. I know Luke Barmby will be a little bit disappointed in his charges, but Matty Burgess would be delighted coming away with the points here at Harpers Field. And on the Sportal scoreboard, full time, 10-17, 77 to 10-9, 69. That's an 8-point margin and a well-deserved victory to the Broadview Tigers, Jack Banwell.
Yeah, no, certainly was. They've either been beaten from pillar to post this year, Broadview, or they've beaten, in their one win, beaten PAC by plenty. So to get on the end of a win in a tight one would definitely please Matt Burgess. On the other hand, Golden Grove, they fall to 1 win, 3 losses on the season. We did wonder where the goals were going to come from. Their leading goal scorer, Pascoe, was out. He's kicked 8 goals in the first 2 games. And they struggled to generate sort of any real clear-cut opportunities after quarter time. They kicked 5 goals in the first quarter and only 5 for the rest of the game. So they'll go back to the drawing board through the week, you would think, Matty, and get ready to rock and roll again next week. You have to footy.
Shaken into reality here for Golden Grove, coming up to the top flight, but Broadview, geez, backs against the wall. 2 victories in 2 weeks, and they're white hot at the moment. And one of the informed teams in this competition, and they'll stretch going from bottom to 9th, and they'll probably sit just outside the top 5, around the 6th or 7th mark once this all the scores have been put through. But Johnny Boris really stood up in that last quarter. A couple of real pivotal telling captain goals, and Boris just having plenty to say, and congratulations and thank you to the boys from Golden Grove as he trottles off with the old 10K and the skyrocket, which we spoke about earlier in the week, with the top of the Torrens. But we'll go through the goal kickers now. 3 each to Johnny Boris, that man we just spoke about. Campbell Mulherron bobbed up for 3, looked pretty lively. Kobe Russell was really important for them as well. He got 1. Callum Flanagan opened the proceedings for the Tigers, and Josh Byrne, we believe, has got 2 goals to his name. I'm missing a goal kicker here somewhere along the line for Golden Grove as well, but I think Joel Horskins has 2. I'm going to go with Declan Tomney has 2. Singles to Pittman. The pit balls everywhere. Templeton, Slater, Cavallaro look lively, and Robinson kicked a beautiful goal in front of us. And Lewis Johnson, the former number 12 draft pick, and actually had the most contested marks at his draft year from the national championships. Ended up with 1. But at the start of this game, could have gone either way. 16-point margin in favour of the home team at quarter time. 2 points in favour of the home side at half time. A 4-point up with Broadview at 3/4 time, and come home with an 8-point victory after kicking 3 goals, 1 in the final quarter, which was their most fruitful quarter for the game. So we see Preston getting carried off the ground. Nick Preston gained 250. Congratulations to Presty on a superb career thus far. And we hope many more games for the Kookaburras and for many years to come, Jack.
Before we go, we'll thank our sponsors, Division 1 Adelaide Footy League, the scoreboard brought to you by Sportal and Hahn Ultra Low Carb. Filming footy for footy stats this game. We'll have all the stats out and about for it tonight. Dartfish, Farmers Leap, Roller Dice Racing, and myself and Maddie will get together and pick out who is the winner of the Best on Ground Archie Thongs Award. Goal of the Week brought to you by Wakefield Sports Clinic. And I don't think there was a massive contender for the Bianco Mark of the Week. Hopefully there was one across the other divisions. Winner receives a $100 voucher.
Tell you what, Jack, it's going to be very hard to give the 3-2-1 this afternoon. We'll have to get our heads around that very shortly. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to joining you again as soon as we can, hopefully with round 5 action next weekend. All the best to you and your team moving forward. And thanks for joining Filming Footy.